Wumpkins Can Company. "There's my Wumpkin again," said Minnie. "What is he doing with all those cans?" asked Maxie. "Let's ask," said Buffy Bear. "Wumpkin, Wumpkin," said Minnie. "Why all the cans?" Wumpkin looked up and smiled a Wumpkin smile at Minnie and her friends. "They are part of my can company," he said. "But what do you can?" asked Maxie. "Can'ts," said Wumpkin. As soon as he said that, he reached up near his mouth, took the word can'ts, and popped it into a can. Then he put a lid on the can and sealed it. "But you can't do that," said Minnie. As soon as Minnie said that, Wumpkin reached up near her mouth and took her cant. He popped it into a can and sealed it. Buffy Bear scratched his head. He propped himself against a tree to think about this. "How can someone can can'ts?" he mumbled. "That's a little one," said Wumpkin, reaching for Buffy Bear's can't mumble. "I could almost squeeze 2 of those in a can." But he canned it in one of his cans anyway. "Do you only can can'ts?" asked Minnie. "Yup," said Wumpkin, grabbing Minnie's cant before it blew away and canning it in a cant can. "But why don't you can cans?" asked Maxie. "No need to," said Wumpkin. "They're already cans. Why can cans when they're already cans?" "But why can can'ts?" asked Buffy Bear. "Why can can'ts?" Wumpkin repeated, stuffing the last 2 cants into a cant can. "I thought you knew. Canning can'ts turns them into cans." Buffy Bear was still propped against the tree, trying to think about all of this. It was really quite a lot of cans and cants and cans for a stuffy head. "Which cans does it turn them into?" Maxie asked. "Tin cans or can cans?" "It turns I can'ts into I cans," said Wumpkin. Maxie thought for a moment. "That reminds me of the Bible story Poppy read the other day," he said. "Everyone in King Saul's army said, 'I can't fight the Philistines.' But Prince Jonathan said, 'I can and God can.' So he and God fought them and won." "See?" said Wumpkin. "He canned all the other I can'ts. Then he opened them. He had an I can." "And a God can," added Minnie. "So you see, Wumpkins Can Company really works," said Wumpkin. "I told you so." Buffy Bear was still scratching his head. He was still trying to figure out all of this. Then Buffy Bear started to say, "I can't understand this." But Wumpkin grabbed his I can't and popped it into a can. Then he opened a can and put an I can up near Buffy Bear where the I can't had been. Imagine how surprised Buffy Bear was to hear himself say, "I can understand this." Max and Minnie laughed. Buffy Bear laughed too. Then the 3 friends waved goodbye to Wumpkin and his can company, or was it a can company, and went on along Thimble Lane trails. Now each was talking about what I can do and what God can do. Nobody wanted to talk about what I can't do. They knew if they did, Wumpkin would can their cans and turn them into cans.